What is up, guys? Man, I am J-dubb today. We are back out here on the trap line. I know y'all guys come to watch my videos to see me on the trap line, and well, we're back. And man, it has been some time since I've been up here. Whoo, almost dropped y'all guys. Hold on. There we go. So, man, the shooting range, they've done a lot with it. Look, there's a, where's that? There's a building right there. Used to be a building over here. And they've put in 1, 2, 3, 4 more shooting, five, man. Well, I think this one over here, they're thinking about building one. I'm not sure if that's actually gonna be a shooting bench or not. They've been putting in 5 shooting benches, where last year I think there was 3. And then they got a brand new shooting range over here. Anyway, these guys are pretty cool. I've talked to a few of them, and they've been pretty good guys. I did talk to the landowner. The only caveat I guess we have to trap this place this year is, sorry about the wind, don't trap the shooting range, which is fine because we used to put one in right there where we had a little road intersection, but that is what it is, so it's not that big of a deal. But let's go out here. I've got 2 sets I want to show y'all today. I think I'm gonna put in like 5 or 6 today. Just depends. I got little Missy with me. She's actually in the 4-wheeler. She's playing on my phone. So I'm gonna bring y'all guys along with me, and well, let's see what we can get into. Guys, so we are out here at our first set, and if y'all remember last year, we had a game camera set up out here, and well, I was lazy. I didn't come back and get it, but we let it sit here and go from March of last year, and as I film this today, it's February 6th. So we're gonna see what's on here. I guarantee the batteries are dead. If they're not dead, I'll be amazed. Hey, sissy. But I did talk to a guy that I work with that deer hunts this property, and he had told me that the game camera was still working perfectly fine in rifle season of this year, which, if I remember right, that was November, so around Thanksgiving time, and it was still working, so only God knows what we have. So here's where the set originally was. So we're gonna dig, see if we can find. So here's, I believe, the old trap bed. Here's the hole. It has been dug out a lot, so something has dug it out. I don't remember if it's set the picture or video. Oh, what, did y'all see that? It still lights up. There's no way. Well.
Daddy, and I'll hold on, Daddy.
Well, that's interesting. I don't know if y'all guys can see that, but there's the card's missing out of it. Shouldn't be a problem. I'm pretty sure this one has internal memory, so we'll have to
hold on, Daddy.
Hold on, sissy. It's screwed to the tree right now, so we'll have to bring a drill up here and unscrew it and pull the video or pictures off of it, whatever it was set to. But it doesn't have much battery life left in it. I don't know if someone pulled the card out. I'm almost 100% sure I put the card back in there, because my plan was to leave it out all winter. I really hate to see if someone stole it. That's just not cool. But it is what it is. All right, guys, so you're gonna see my first set of the year, and we're trying something new this year. I always do salt, and this year we're gonna try some of this stuff. It's not sponsored, of course, not a sponsored video. You know, if y'all want to sponsor me, more than welcome to, but I've never used it, so we're gonna try it and see how it works. I should have a chain in here somewhere. Right there, pro tip. Leave your chains in the ground if you trap the same spots every year. Had to put a new swivel on this trap. Got that. All right. So that one's in. The traps.
Oh, my leg! Daddy, how my leg?
What's wrong with your leg?
Oh,
Are you stuck on a stick?
That's okay.
I think if you just step, you'll be fine. So like always, we're gonna dig a little spot in the bottom, put our chain in. We're using the MB 550s this year, or like normally like I always use. Come in. I will say trapping in the mountains is rough. You need a little bit of dirt. Actually, I'm gonna try to put a little bit of stuff in. Yeah, I might need to do something a little different with this. Not sure how much to use. Not sure if I'm even using it right, man. I'm supposed to mix it with water. I'm really not sure, but we're gonna do it a little different this year than normal. I normally use pan covers and everything else. Not doing it this year. I'm gonna do light coverings and get a little bit of dirt. All right, so we're back, found some dirt. This is the worst part about trapping in the mountains. There's our set. Now we've already got a dirt hole in there from last year. So we'll take our gloves off and get rid of some extra dirt. I'm gonna put it there, put it over there. Looks like something's tore the area up a little bit. I'm not 100% sure if I'm supposed to do this or not, but I don't want this thing frosted. They're calling for snow tonight. If that's the case, everything up here will get frosted over. If it's not, or if it's not the case, then, well, all this will be here for nothing. Put a little light covering, kind of help hide some of that. There we go. Now I forgot my sheep's wool, so we're just gonna put it on a stick. We got the, what is it, RK's Predator Plus from last year that I used. Oh. And we are using Dunlap's Red Fox Gland lure. Dip a little on top here of your lure. And oh, this is the new one I never used. I have to go get the other one. And there's the meat. Stick it down in the hole all the way to the bottom. And this set is done. Little tip. In and out as fast as you can. It's really hard when I record it to do in and out as fast as we can, because we're gonna set the camera up. We're gonna go out and put a few more sets in. I got one more set I want to show y'all, so stay tuned. How could y'all guys let me forget the urine? Come on now, y'all guys need to do better. Now let's go out to the next set. Guys, so I'm up here at this other set I want to do. I just put two more in down there. There are two that I put in every year. Y'all have seen them before. That one actually got a lot of attention last year, so I'm hoping that it'll do pretty good. But here's where we're at. The shooting range is down there, and this is, wow, this is a really steep hill, but the camera really flattens it out for you. But this is a gas line that comes up. It comes to a big intersection. We've got an old logging road that comes off this side. we've got a National Forest Service road that comes off this side. And then we got the road that we use to come back on the property. And this is just a big circle. So we're gonna come up here and I'm gonna show y'all how to put a set in with a drag, because I've beat stakes in up here and they never work. You only get them a couple inches in the ground. So I'm gonna put y'all on the tripod and get my stuff ready. And we're gonna put a set in right here. All right, guys, so we're right here. Right here is where we're gonna put our set in. If y'all be able to see, it's gonna be right here in this little bit darker area. And the only trap I brought today I had drag was a long spring, which means we have to dig a big hole in. But I like my long spring traps, and this is the one with my expanded pan on it. I don't know how well y'all can see that. It's just a piece of sheet metal I weld on the pan. It makes this whole surface area a pan now. And the only drag I had that was kind of waxed and ready to go is the saber-tooth drag from F&T. Once again, not sponsored, but if you're watching, I'm down for it. Oh man, and this is the best part of drags. Untangling them. Oh, that wasn't too bad. So this, right over there. I'm bringing him back. And I always put my drag going out with the dog. The chain leaves out with the dog, so. I think this is a Sleepy Creek number 3. I just found out the other day that Sleepy Creek went out of business. I'm highly upset because I love Sleepy Creek traps. This is I believe it's a number 3 offset. But so it's gonna go in like that, and I'll kind of trace around where I want it to go. And we'll cut that out of there. We're gonna speed this up for y'all. All right, so we're back in here. The trap fits good. We're gonna go ahead and start packing some of this around there. He's pretty much already bedded. That is the nice thing about long springs, especially up here in these mountainous areas that I trap. I mean, it's solid, it's not going anywhere. Once again, we're gonna use some of our antifreeze. Now, I don't know if I said earlier, but this is the F&T Trader Spruce antifreeze, and it's the flake type. This is a half a gallon. We're gonna put it in something smaller, a little more manageable. And I might make something that's kind of like a salt shaker for it. But that should work there. Now, the worst part about trapping up here is all the rock. And if y'all remember last year, I had a hard time with rocks. I think out of all the catches I had, I think I had 5 of them last year that I didn't catch just for the fact the rock hung the jaws open. So, this year, we're gonna try to do away with that. Alright. We'll put that over there, that big rock out of the way. This is another reason I like the long springs. One, this doesn't need a pan cover. And I'm gonna zoom y'all in. That is my kill area. If I remember right, it's been years since I've done these. But that's 3 inches by like 2.5 rectangle. So, I mean, I've got a really big kill area. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna punch a dirt hole in up here. And I don't know if I might put a piece of backing up, or I might just leave it kind of flat like this. Because I've got these rocks that I just threw here. I could just use that as my backing, but I've got the spring running right underneath those. So I might put my hole in right over in here, just off to the side of it. See that? So So I got these rocks here, and just right off to the side of it, I might put that hole. Then we'll lightly antifreeze all this again. And then we're gonna cover it all up with dirt. And hopefully that gets us something. Now the rest of my chain, is still exposed. I'm gonna go through and, I don't know, bury 3 or 4 foot of it, and the rest of it I'll just leave out there. It's so brushy up here. I would imagine if I catch one, he's not gonna go very far. So I'm gonna cover this up and I'll get right back with you. Best tool in the world if y'all ever trap mountainous areas, rebar. I think this is 1/2 inch or 5/8. I use this to punch my hole in the ground before I drive my earth anchors in the ground. This rebar doesn't bend very well, and if it does bend, I just grab another piece. I got a ton of this sitting at my house. I had this little piece of smooth here just because it gives you something to spin it so you can pull it out of the ground. A nut with a washer, and you can take your groundhog and just kind of rake up it and jack it back out of the ground if you have to. This is the best tool. So I punched a small dirt hole. We're gonna get our RK's Predator Plus because right now I don't have anything else. Stick it down in the hole. Get my driver. Stick it the rest of the way in there. So that one's done. And then we're gonna use some of this. Now this stuff is terrible. It's the Dunlap's Hellfire. I love it to death. If you get it on your hands though, you'll be ready to cut your own hands off. And we're just gonna put a dab. Well, there's a dab right there that just fell out. Put a little bit more in there, be a little generous. Maybe I can use this stuff up a little faster. Get it out of my trapping shed. And then that one's done. Now, light covering of dirt. Once again, and we're done here. Alright guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. And like always, I will see you guys tomorrow out on the line.